Oh yeah, baby. Yeah. Yeah. Y'all saw the title. This is golden era shit, man. So this is gonna be the start. I'm kicking off my golden era series with Beanie Sigel, Wanted featuring Cameron. Shout out to Beanie, shout out to Cameron. Cameron, he's kind of part rapping part time at this point. I don't know if he's semi-retired or not, but y'all probably know Cameron from his podcast. It Is What It Is with Mace, who's also a rapper that's kind of at this point, I don't know, semi-retired. So salute to Cameron. Beanie Sigel, for those of you who don't know, was signed to Jay-Z's label. The name of that label is Rockefeller, and he was probably the main sort of soldier underneath that, right? He was Jay-Z's right hand guy when it came to like the rap shit, right? His soldier, so he was a big deal, big, incredible MC that I've always wanted to feature on our channel. We did do No Bravery. Go check that a reaction out on our Lost in Vegas channel, myself and Ryan. We did No Bravery, which is a song by Beanie Sigel as well. But me and Ryan have always wanted to kind of, not just me and Ryan, you guys, many of our subs, man, was like, yo, why don't y'all just do some old school joints, man? We want to see kind of what you like and what your flavor is. So that's me doing this. And I'm going to continue to do this, which is why I'm kicking this off and calling it a series, because this is something this is a well that I'm going to constantly pull from to show you guys kind of what I like, man. And maybe, throughout the journey, man, you guys will end up liking some of these artists, man, and showing them love and getting their streams up and buying their music and potentially going to their shows, man. I'm hoping to create fans. But I wanted to do this, man, just to showcase these artists that I think are special. Now, I'm not going to always do, the underground kind of guys. I'll do artists that you guys, I'm sure, know of. We'll do the Jays and the Nas's and all that. But I really want to, touch on these artists that I feel like just don't get enough love, who are incredible. And that's what Beanie Sigel is to me. So we're going to do this song, Want It, and it's off his album, The Be Coming, that came out in 2005. That's kind of like the tail end to me of the golden era. That's kind of like when shit, right after '05, things just changed a little bit. Doesn't mean that rap still wasn't great in its own way, but that's about the time that things got a little different, in my opinion. And maybe I'll make another video on what I mean by that, but this is probably the end of the golden era, and maybe even 2005 is a stretch, in my opinion, but probably the end of it. So let's get into it, man. Beanie Sigel featuring Cameron, Want It. This shit is hard.
Want it. 100 miles of running through the rain and the...
This beat is disgusting too, man. I hope y'all like this beat. This beat, shout out to, who did this joint? The Neck Bones? Shout out to the Neck Bones on this beat. This shit is nasty. So it's sampling Bon Jovi, Want It. I want it, dead or alive. Like I told people when we did that Bon Jovi song Want It, I never heard that song before. I only heard this. This is my introduction to the Bon Jovi song. You know what I'm saying? But the rock and metal fans are like, what? He's never heard Bon Jovi? No, black people don't listen to Bon Jovi like that. Like, what are you talking about? Like, and they just are so in their own little world. Everybody's in their own little world, man. I feel like I call that the life algorithm. Everybody's in their own little life algorithm. Like, but I made it a point over the years to tell the metal and rock heads, like, dog, black people don't really rock with metal and rock like that. There's a couple joints. We'll do the Phil Collins. We'll do a few names that kind of resonated. But for the most part, we ain't over here listening to Metallica and Rush and Alice in Chains and all these groups, ACDs. We're not listening to that, man. So it just blew their mind that I hadn't really heard that song before. But I recognized the sample that Beanie is using in this, right? And again, Bon Jovi, so salute to Bon Jovi. But the way that they chopped this sample and the bass note that they put in here, this shit is so hard, man. Let me pull that back.
Want it. 100 miles of running through the rain and the sun, and when them fed folks coming. Keep your head up, youngins. Gotta keep your heads up, youngin'. The streets to get your head up, youngin'. Listen, click your contacts. Stay focused like contacts. Your head's open for a contract.
Yeah, so it's important. Let's set the table. So the song's called Want It. And in parentheses, you'll see maybe on the album it says On the Run. So Beanie Sigel is on the run. So he started the verse by saying, yo, want it. 100 miles and running through the rain and the sun when them Fed folks coming. So he's on the run from the feds, right? Keep your head up, youngin'. You got to keep your heads up, youngin. The streets will get your head up, youngin. So, little wordplay there, right? The streets will tell on you. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep your head up. You got to keep your eyes open. You're on the run. You know what I'm saying? So, he said you got to clip your contacts, right? The streets will get your head up, youngin. Listen, clip your contacts. Stay focused like contacts, little, bar there. Your head's open for a contract, right? Your contract on your head, basically, like there's a reward for turning you in, right? The streets will give you up. They see the news say, yo, we give you $10,000 to report, missing this criminal that's on the loose, Beanie Sigel. Oh yes, absolutely. They will take that $10,000. So keep your head up, clip your contacts. You can't be in contact with anyone because the police are obviously can bug your phone or trace where you're calling from. So this is sort of the instructions on how you can sort of stay alive or keep yourself from getting caught when you're on the run. So that's kind of the mindset you guys need to be in when you're listening to it. But yeah, dope.
100 miles of running through the rain and the sun, and when them fed folks coming. Keep your head up, youngins. Gotta keep your heads up, youngin. The streets to get your head up, youngin. Listen, clip your contacts. Stay focused like contacts. Your head's open for a contract. Can't go with mom at the last place you want to bring the drama at. The first place they gon' track, I promise. Can't relax but remain the calmest. Couple rules that you play by, stay live.
So, can't go where mama at. You can't go home, right? When you're on the run, he said specifically, you can't go where mom at. The last place you want to bring the drama at. The first place they gonna track, I promise, right? Promise, right? So you can't go to your mom's house. That's the first place that the police are gonna go when they're looking for you, right? And you don't want to bring the drama to your mom's door anyway. You don't want to bring that type of stuff and put your mom in danger or get your mom involved in that. So you got to clip your contacts. No contact with mama. But again, the picture he's painting, the way he's delivering this, is really, really, really dope, man. Just the lyricism and how he's painting this picture is dope.
Go with mom at the last place you want to bring the drama at. The first place they gon' track, I promise. Can't relax but remain the calmest. Couple rules that you play by, stay live. You keep your boots on, your laces tied, and only troop on the late night. If you play right, you skate light, right? You never play the daylight. Jakes get on your tail, never let them see the brake light. Catch me if you can when I'm dipping from the cops. Mr. Gingerbread, never falling victim of the fox.
Shout out to the Neckbones again with how they brought Bon Jovi's the sample. Obviously, this is Bon Jovi's song that the Neckbones sampled, but obviously that's Bon Jovi in the chorus. I want it. Dead or alive, right? When he said, again, just the descriptive nature of this, right? The detail that he's putting in there, to really like sort of highlight being on the run. It's almost like this motherfucker was really on the run. You know what I'm saying? I think Beanie probably was on the run actually, if I'm keeping it a bean. Beanie has been, he's been incarcerated before. He is known for being in his prime. He was a wild dude. He said, "You keep your boots on, your laces tight." He said, "Only troop on the late night. You play right, you stay live, right? You stay alive. Only troop on the late night. So only move by night, right? With the cloak of night, essentially is what he's saying, right? Don't do it in the daytime, right? So it's harder to be found and be spotted at nighttime, essentially, right? He said, you never play the daylight. Jakes get on your tail, never let them see the brake lights. Jakes get on your tail, never let them see the brake lights. Obviously, the brake lights are symbolic of you stopping. So the Jakes get on your tail, don't ever hit the brakes. You go, you're running. Jakes are the police, right? So the police get on you, never let them see the brake lights, right? So again, just these little descriptive details is what makes this so dope, and it kind of puts you in that moment, right? And I just think I love the tension of this beat too, right? It's hard, it's gritty, but it's just dun, 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 dun. It's almost like it is like you're being chased, right? It's not like your typical chase beat, but there's a tension to this beat in the way he's delivering that makes that shit hit, and it makes it feel realistic, right? Really dope. Let's pull that back.
See the brake light, catch me if you can when I'm dipping from the cops. Mr. Gingerbread, never falling victim of the fox.
Catch me if you can. It's the Gingerbread Man, right? Y'all know about the Gingerbread Man? But yeah, catch me if you can when I'm dipping from the cops. Mr. Gingerbread, never falling victim to the fox. You know, the old nursery rhyme or regarding the Gingerbread Man, right? And the fox was trying to eat the Gingerbread Man, but the fox being the cops, never falling victim to the fox, meaning the police, man. So catch me if you can, right? You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't coming in willingly.
You never play the daylight. Jakes get on your tail, never let them see the brake light. Catch me if you can when I'm dipping from the cops. Mr. Gingerbread, never falling victim of the fox. Running, but you can't stop running with a price on your head. Be prepared to come in. Man, don't be scared like the red coats coming, nigga. Stay underground and keep running like Tubman. You can't sleep, not a peep, no slumber. Man, I slept about 100 hours rest this summer.
Beanie is amazing to me, man. Beanie is one of the greatest of all time, dog. Like, and tracks like this clearly show it. The way that he wrote this, want it, but you can't stop running with a price on your head. Be prepared for gunning, right? Don't be scared like the red coats coming. Stay underground and keep running like Tubman. You know what I'm saying? That was tough. And it's like when I think of lines like that, right? Don't be scared like the red coats coming. Like just the sheer understanding of history that rappers had back then. There was just a different level of knowledge of things, of the world. You know what I'm saying? That I felt was displayed more. Not to say that that's not displayed now, but at least on the main. This is Beanie Sigel, I think, went platinum with this album. So this was a mainstream album. You know what I'm saying? He went platinum for sure. So this isn't some underground rapper. So on a mainstream level, we're not getting that. And I understand that rap changed, it evolved, it became more melodic, and that's evolution in its own way. I get it. But again, if I'm pointing out the differences, man, the difference is I feel like when the rappers rapped, they had more depth. They were just a little bit more well-read. So when he says, don't be scared like the red coats coming, stay underground and keep running like Tubman. So don't be scared like the red coats. He's talking about the British, right? The red coats, the British soldiers. If you want to talk about the Revolutionary War, or the British soldiers wore red coats. So don't be scared like the British is coming from. Like the British are coming, right? But stay underground. You gotta move by the cloak of night. You gotta be underground. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get low. Right? Like Harriet Tubman, the Underground Railroad, who was a civil rights activist, the great, Harriet Tubman. So again, just the historical references to tie into to being on a run, right? While still keeping it street and gritty, because the way he's saying this, right? You can't sleep, not a peep, no slumber. You can't sleep, not a peep, no slumber. Man, I slept about 100 hours rest this summer. I got 100 hours of rest the whole summer. That's how long I've been on a run. You know what I'm saying? So it is, again, painting the picture of how stressful the situation is. You're not sleeping. You're not eating well. You know what I mean? You're stressed out. You got to clip your contacts. You're not in touch with your family. Again, these extra details, historical references woven in, is just makes it a different level to me, man. Excellent writing in this.
You can't sleep, not a peep, no slumber. Man, I slept about 100 hours rest this summer. I know it's stress when you dealing with the running, waking up in cold sweats, pissed scared with the rumblers. Fuck it, just prepared for the trouble. Don't be shit scared, nigga, with your head under covers. This not a broad threat, I got something for him on the steps with 2 texts. This is not a warning. Shit, they pose like camouflage. When the hammer blast, put on your state prop camouflage. Crack the blocks, nor the avalanche. Put on your Montana mask, get the clapping like Pakistan. Whatever strike cause an accident. Make a traffic jam, dodge all the traps you can.
Yeah, Beanie is one of them dudes, man. I better create some fans off of this, man. Go show my man some love, man. Salute to the great Beanie Sigel, man. One of the most underrated rappers in the history of hip hop, man. One of the nicest. Yo, dude, the way he rapped this, the delivery, the grittiness, that Philly, like, because Philly, they have this rhythm that they get into, right? You know, you put on your Montana mask, get the clapping like Pakistan, right? If you go watch Philly, go watch old school battle raps like guys like Reed Dollars and Hollow Man and Vodka and Joey Jihad. Go YouTube those guys. Those are old school Philly battle rappers, dudes that battle on the street. They had even Gilly. There's a certain like visceral nature with how they deliver it. Like put on your Montana mask, get the clapping. Like Meek Mill too. Meek has that in him when he gets into them. They get into these raw, gritty, like hard pockets or just the emphasis is really the word that I'm looking for. Like they put a certain emphasis, and it's a rhythm they get into with putting emphasis on words that's hard. You know what I'm saying? The way he said that, what did he say? Getting to like maybe I think middle of the verse. After he said the whole, man, I slept about 100 hours rest this summer. You know what I mean? No stress when you're dealing with he said no stress when you're dealing with the running. Waking up cold sweats, pissed scared with the rumblings, right? Your stomach rumbling, you're waking up in cold sweats. Fuck it. Just prepare for the trouble. Don't be shit scared with your head under covers. It's too late now. You already in the thick of it now. You can't be hiding it with your head under cover scared, scared of the folks, right? If anything, you have to be the opposite. Earlier in the verse, he said you got to be prepared to, have a shootout, right? He said, I got some form on the steps with 2 texts. This is not a warning. He said, they close like a camera flash. They're close like a camera flash, right? When the hammer blast, put on your state prop camouflage, right? Put on your Montana mask, like Tony Montana. Get the clap it like Pakistan. He said, whatever strap cause an accident. Make a traffic jam. Dodge all the traps you can. The way that pocket he was in right there and how hard and just the emphasis of certain words that he was using. Get the clap it like Pakistan. Make a traffic jam. So I don't give a fuck if you have to make a traffic jam. You know what I'm saying? Like, you start shooting out in broad daylight and you got to make a traffic jam. Anything you need to do to get away. You know what I'm saying? But you have to be prepared for it. You got to be prepared to take it there while you're on the run. You know what I'm saying? But again, the picture that he's painting, again, I just think this is just, obviously we've seen movies, but this is true. You know what I mean? We've seen shootouts and on freeways where dudes are doing whatever they have to do to get away. If they get caught, in a high-speed chase, they get out the car, they shooting at the cops, just out of desperation, right? But he's capturing that sort of, you got to be sort of courageous to a degree in that desperation in this as well. Dope. Let's keep it going.
Snort an avalanche, put on your Montana mask, get the clapping like Pakistan. Whatever scrap cause an accident, make a traffic jam, dodge all the traps you can, keep running.
Killer. I got you, Sigel. Let's go. You gotta get low though. Let's go. All you gotta say is hide me. I ride free. I be the one that changed your birth. SS or ID. No more hanging with the YG. State prop, no rock. Private doc, case you need an IV. No more bent. That's a court money. 420 seems can't afford money. Money you reward money. Whether
Cam is nasty, though. Cam is so dope. Cam is really, really nice at rapping. And I hate the whole computers Putin shit, what that did to his, to his legacy. And not even did what it did to his what it did to his legacy for the new generation. You know what I'm saying? For people who weren't around when Cam was really serious and in the mix with rapping. It's easy to kind of point out a couple lines and then define someone that, yes, Cam has had some really ridiculous lines. I keep computers Putin is the line that I'm talking about. And they'll say rooly tooly, dooly fooly. But if you really listen, it's almost like Cam has his own language, right? That whole and it's just the Harlem swag. But he's very technical, right? All you gotta say is hide me. I ride free. I be the one to change your birth, SS or ID. I change your birth certificate, your ID. I'll do it. It's almost like Cam is the connect to help Beanie Sigel get out the country or some shit. Like to help him, he's giving Beanie Sigel advice. Hey, I'm your plug to get you up out of this situation. Like when you see in movies when someone's on the run and they got the guy that's like the black market guy that can create the birth certificate and change the social security number to get them out the country. That's to me how Cam is in this, right? And he's giving them advice too. All you gotta say is hide me. I ride free. I'll be the one to change your birth, SS or ID, social security or ID. Ain't no more hanging with the YG, state prop, no rock, private doc, case you need an IV, right? No more hanging with the YG, the Young Guns, state property. No more hanging out with your crew. That's over with. You know what I mean? No, you can't, again, Beanie Sigel earlier in the song said, you got to clip them contacts. No. He said, no more bent. That's accord money. 420 schemes can't afford money. Money, you award money. No more bent, no more Bentley is what he's saying. Now, you can't be driving a Bentley around, right? You can't. Obviously, that's a car that is a very expensive car. So all of that hanging out with your crew, the YG, Young Gun, state property, which is all part under which was under the Rockefeller umbrella, right? You can't hang out with them no more. They can't even know where you are. You can't be driving around that little expensive Bentley. They already have that tagged. They know where you know what I'm saying? They probably got, or whatever, a bug in that joint. So now you got to get like something that's inconspicuous. You got to get like a Honda Accord. And then he said, you reward money. So he's just saying like, look, money is an old school slang. When you say money, that means look, son, look, boy, you know what I mean? You can't do none of that because you reward money. You got to sharpen up. So let's pull that back, man. This is a great feature for Cam, man. This is prime Cam to me.
No more hanging with the YG, state prop, no rock, private doc, case you need an IV. No more bent, that's a court money, 420, seems can't afford money. Money, you reward money, whether 90 or the first degree. Any murder in the first degree, they'll be the third degree. And they looking for the perjury. If you ain't murdered G perfectly, they'll be in surgery. Take your seed out the nursery, nurse him at the precinct, give him dessert. That ain't where he deserved to be. And
yeah, Cam is rapping, man. People don't even know what Cam is talking about half the time, so they just think it's just word salad. And I love when Cam said, any murder in the any murder in the first degree, there'll be a third degree. So any murder in the first degree, premeditated murder, right? Murder in the first degree, they're going to give you the third degree, which it's going to result in a long line of questioning, right? They're going to be on your ass. If you get caught up, right? Because I think Cam is essentially telling Beanie, like, yo, when you get caught, you get murder in the first, it's very serious, and they're going to give you the third degree. So you need to be, so this is, again, essentially stay out of that situation. Don't get caught up because that first degree is going to lead to the third degree. They're going to question, long, hard questioning, right? And then he said, and then they looking for the perjury. They looking to set you up with the lie, right? They looking for the perjury. If you ain't murked the G perfectly, you'll be in surgery. So I think that's just Cam adding in, you know what I'm saying? If you want to run and you shooting somebody, you don't kill them, you know what I mean? They'll kill you, right? So you got to be on point. You got to be surgical with making sure that you kill your op before they kill you, or you'll be in surgery. Take the seed out the nursery, nurse him at the precinct, give him dessert. That ain't where he deserved to be. So I think he's just saying when the walls are closing in, and you know what I mean, they'll go so far as to take your kids, if you're on the run and you're the primary care provider for your kids, they'll take your kid out the nursery if they need to, you know what I mean, and take them to the precinct, right? Take them from your mom or take them from whoever has them, right? And he's saying that ain't where he deserved to be. So this is what can happen, right? First degree murder, there's no more Bentley, no more hanging out with your friends. Your kids are being taken to the precinct. You know what I mean? They got you lost all communication, all this other stuff. So he started off by saying, yo, I could do this. I could be the guy. I'll be the one to give you your social security number and your ID. I'll help you out. But just so you know, like, these are the drawbacks. No more young guns hanging out with them. No more Bentley. You got to drive that Accord. If you murder somebody in the first degree, guess what? You know what I'm saying? They're going to give you the third degree. If you get caught, it's pretty much over for you, right? They're going to disrupt your life. Your seed, they'll take your seed out the nursery. Obviously that means they'll take your kids out of school, you know what I'm saying, and bring them to the precinct. That ain't where they deserve to be, but this is what comes with, this being on the run, this life, right? So really, really dope rapping from Cam. Let me pull it back.
The YG, state prop, no rock, private doc, case you need an IV. No more bent, that's a court money, 420, seems can't afford money.
I like how he said private doc, case you need an IV. I got the doctor too. I got the doctor line up. What? If you need a doctor that will provide you an IV. So it's like, I got this private doctor, man, that won't, that'll keep his mouth shut. I got it all figured out for you, man. I got everything you need. You know what I'm saying? So that was slick. Let me pull it back.
Take your seed out the nursery, nurse him at the precinct, give him dessert. That ain't where he deserved to be. And I went through this personally, certainly. 3-2 for burglary, now's what's referred to me. So they play us in no way. Blaze up the roadways, AC and OJ. Read the paper, eggs and OJ. Call CD, the head of the OJs. That's a gypsy cab, risky all the trips we have. 45 flea flicker, we niggas hit the gas. When the operation goes still, ain't no jail. I did my whole album on bill. I got you Mac mittens, I'll send them a black ribbon. Attack with Mac spitting, I can't go back to prison.
Cam killed that. Cam killed this verse. This is one of Cam's best verses ever, in my opinion. He went crazy, man. listen to how they chop this sample up though. This is the perfect time to kind of peep the beat. It's this room in the background, right? Just creating the drama of this beat, and the tension of this beat is hard. But the I want it, the way they chop this voice up, boom, 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 and then the drums, the boom, 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 the bass, everything about this beat is crazy. This is crazy. The neck bones. I don't know if I love this song so much and I love this beat so much. I don't know if I've ever locked in on how nasty it is. I just known it. I've always known this beat was crazy, but listening to it in this format just really elevates how dope this beat is, man. Just how they scratched Bon Jovi's voice and they brought it in and out. I want it. Right while the drums is hitting in the background, then this whatever that sound is to create that dramatic, piece of the song. The beat. This is the perfect way to analyze this beat right here at the end. Fire. Fire. That's the cloth I'm from. You know what I'm saying? Y'all might not like that, though. Y'all might not like that. You know what I'm saying? That may not be up your alley. There's going to be a lot of people that have heard that song. Shout out to everybody that's from the cloth, and y'all know what's up. But that's the type of shit I grew up on. So it's just different. It's different, man. But going back to Cameron's verse, man, I can't say it enough, man. Cameron is technically excellent. And he was saying something, but I don't think he gets enough credit for his syllable usage. Him and Mace. Them Harlem dudes are really technically proficient. Mace and Cam and Big L, all of them have always been super nice. Cam was like, and I went through this personally, certainly. 3-2 for burglary. Now it was referred to me. Then he said, so they play us in no way. We blaze up the roadways, AC and OJ. You know what I'm saying? He's rapping, man. Cameron said it. I went through this personally. Burglary. I got 3 to 2 years for burglary. You know what I'm saying? So I've been through what you've gone through. And they play us in no way. We're not taking it. We're not taking it laying down. We'll blaze up them roadways. AC and OJ. Referring to OJ being during a high speed chase. You know what I'm saying? Like I'd rather be OJ Simpson than let them play me. That's a gypsy cab. Risky all the trips we had. 45 flea flicker. We hit the gas. That's a real slick way of saying, like, there's different ways that we were able to get out of the situation. We had this play, right? If the cops come, we got the 45 flea flicker. That's like the flea flicker is essentially like a old school NFL trick play, right? But we have ways to get out of this circumstance. We can hit the 45 flea flicker and dip out the back room. We got tunnels and shit to get out of this situation. You know what I mean? Like code red or whatever the fuck you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? But he said, when the operation goes stale, ain't no jail. I did my whole album on bail. You know what I'm saying? So that was dope. I got you Mac mittens. I send you a black ribbon attached to Mac spitting. I can't go back prison. So this was a really, really dope verse from Cam. And I think he stayed on theme, right? I think Cam was more of the, you know what I mean? Let me tell you what to expect. If you need something, I got you. I'm gonna show you how to maneuver and help you maneuver out of this situation kind of guy, right? Because I've been there. You know what I mean? I've been in that circumstance too. My whole album was on bail. So, salute to them. This was like an S-tier track to me, man. That's why I picked it. This is one of the dopest songs to me in the history of rap. Just a really, really dope. The concept of this was extremely creative with Beanie rapping like he's on the run and what you can expect and just the mindset of what you're going through being on the run. It just kind of like adds to it that Beanie Sigel was a wild dude, so it just adds to the impact of the song, knowing that he can relate to a lot of this shit. Cameron was some of the best rapping that I've heard from Cameron during this time. Just a S-tier song, man, from an S-tier rap. I think Beanie Sigel was one of the best lyricist, man, a very unsung hero in the rap game. So hopefully y'all enjoyed that. We're going to be doing more of these, man. Make sure you check out that album, too. The whole album beat coming is fire. That whole album. That's the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, make sure y'all hit the like button. If you guys want me to do more of these, yeah, make sure you just put that in the comments, man. Let your presence be known. Give me a salute. If you in the comments, if you don't like typing comments, give me a salute if I'm on the right track. Please let me know, because I want to do more of these, man. But I'm not going to do them if y'all don't like it. So let me know. That's the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I'm George. This is Rhyme Rate. I'm out.